and welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie. This is the Finish the Book tag, and yeah, that's all. Okay, so this is the Finish the Book tag, and I saw this on Remembered Reads. I will leave that link down in the description box. I am going off the cuff for this because I think I pre-read some of the questions, but then I was like, I'm not gonna try and write anything down for it. So this should be a fairly interesting book tag. I am mass recording, so I don't even know what order you're gonna get this in or what state I am in at this point when I was recording this. Well, yeah, I do know what state I'm in because this is the second. I'm rambling already. Question number 1 is, do you keep a list of the books that I have read? Hallelujah, praise Jesus. Yes, I do. I am an avid Goodreads person. If you are not connected to me on Goodreads, or are we not friends on Goodreads, that link is down in the description box. So we can link up if you want to look at my shelves over there, because I break them down, books that I have read and things like that. I am constantly doing the Goodreads challenge, and yeah. So yes, I have a list of books, and I also keep an independent one, although I'm kind of behind on that. But I do keep a list of books. Long drawn out answer for that. Number 2 is, if I record stats, which I just said I did. What stats do I record? So I don't even have it down here, but because I read so much and because I read so many books, I have a writing journal or reading journal right here. And for that journal, I keep a list of the day that I finished it, the title of the book, where it is in the series, in this book. That's what I keep in there. I keep the author's name, which genre I place it in. I give it a star rating. I give it a Steam fan rating. I say what format I consumed the book on, or if it is an arc or not. I also like to jot down the main male and main female characters of the story, and just a little kind of note about if there's things that I need to say during my weekly wrap-ups in my videos. I use this book right here religiously for my weekly wrap-ups. It's kind of thick. But those are the stats that I usually count. On my spreadsheet, I do keep a running tab of how many pages that's listed on Amazon, as well as if it's an audiobook, I put down how many hours and minutes that the book is. And there we go. That's my stats that I keep. Yeah. No, question number 3 is, which I pretty much already said, but do you give star ratings for books? And if so, what do you score books out of, and how do you come by this score? Okay, so my system is very, very simple. I use the 1 through 5 rating, and to get it 5 stars, I had to have loved the book. For some strange reason, it moved me to either tears or happiness or brought me joy, and I can't get it out of my mind. Those are usually the books that I remember the character names for without actually looking in my book journal, things like that. 4 stars is a book I really like. I really liked it. Really liked it. And, you know, would definitely recommend. And there's a possibility of you seeing it on some of my best of lists, depending on if it could possibly be moved into a 5-star capacity, or for that month I didn't have enough type thing. So I do use in between numbers as well. I'm so just all over the place on this answer. But in between decimals, that's what I was getting at. So it can move up and can roll down. So yeah, there's that. For a 3-star, it was just meh. It was not particularly my set of likes and dislikes. I probably would still recommend it, but it's not gonna come rolling off my tongue like all the time. Just, I mean, it is what it is. Somebody's gonna like it, you know, type thing. A 2-star, I do use 2 stars. 2 stars is like 1 step up from a 1-star. It's not a total dumpster fire, but at the same time, I found by the end of that book, I was hate reading it. So that will get a 2-star every day of the week. Then we have 1 stars and DNFs. So 1 stars and DNFs are pretty much synonymous in my book. If I DNF'd a book for any other reason than it just wasn't working for me, like I have major reasons for it, it's getting a 1 star because I like to have star ratings on my Goodreads. And Goodreads, if you put it, you can put it in your DNF, but it doesn't give a star rating. It's weird like that. Yeah, I'm giving it a star rating and it's going to be a 1. And then I'm going to give you reasons on it. And 1 stars and DNFs are usually complete dumpster fires, which means there was something wrong with it. It was either too damn racist for no damn reason, too misogynistic for no damn reason, didn't work for me, hit some of my hot button trigger points that are few and far between, but it just did not work for me. Could not continue and would not change it to a 2-star of hate reading it either. Just wasn't going to do it. I also give out Steam fans, and I just recently revamped those, the meanings for those, and let me tell you about those new. Alrighty, so a 5 Steam fanner is smoking hot. It's like start to finish. Yeah, yes. Woo. Wow. Did that really just happen? Yes. That's a 5 Steam fan. For a 4 Steam fan, I'm fanning myself a little more than normal. But I'm not, it's not a start to finish type thing either. For 3 Steam fans, it's sexy, but it's not tame. So, it has just that right sweet spot of sexiness. It's not overly sexy where I'm fanning myself, but I know it's sexy because it was in there. Yep. 2 Steam fans is tame. You know what's there. The tension's there. And sometimes, or it's fade to black. It doesn't always have to be fade to black. There could be like one scene at the end of the book where, you know, your couple ends up doing the deed. And it's not too in-depth, but it's tame. It's tame. And then 1 Steam fan is, are we just friends or are we actually in a relationship? Which is cool too. It can happen. It can happen. I can have a 5-star book that is a 1 Steam fan. I am so down for that. So the Steam fans don't necessarily have to be the same as my star rating either. Because you gotta have all kinds of different books. Question number 4 is, do you review books? Yes, I do review books religiously. Every single week on my YouTube channel, I put out the books and give you guys reviews of what I thought about the books that I read. Good, bad, ugly, DNFs. I tell you it all straight, 100% my feelings. 100% my feelings. I also do many reviews over on Instagram in my stories. So, you know, if you want to check those out. I don't do very many actual pictures of or reviews on my main profile page. But yeah, I do reviews. answer that question roundabout the way, right? Question number 5 is, where do I put my finished books? What do you mean, where do I put my finished books? I'm an ebook and audiobook listener, so they just stay in my cloud. I do remove them from my Kindle library, like on my devices. If I finish with a book, I do just release it back to my cloud so that it's just there. If I want to go revisit it every once in a while, sometimes, so do a reread, I can just pull it off the cloud, but it's off my device, and off my Kindle, things like that, after I read it. Question number 6 is, how do you pick my next book or the next book that you read? It depends. So picking my next book can be a day-to-day challenge and different, type thing. It depends on my schedule. Do I have an arc that I need to get read? I have lots of arcs. I have lots of arcs that I need to get read, but is that arc by an author that I usually drop things for? Is it through a publishing, or not publishing, a PR firm or company or group that I have a due date for? Am I in a place where I need something different than going into the unknown? That all goes into what I read next on a day-to-day basis. Question number 7 is, do you have any other rituals when you finish a book? So I guess you could call the fact that as soon as I finish a book, as soon as I close that bad boy up or turn it off, or, gather myself, I pull out my handy dandy book journal that you guys saw earlier, and I write down all that information that I just talked about. And sometimes that information gets written down prior to me actually finishing, so that I can just go in and fill out my star rating and my Steam fans, so that I'm not trying to remember it type thing. If I have if I know that I'm about to finish something, I'll go and write down the pre-stuff, put a date by it, all that good stuff. Then, after I do that, I normally would like to fill that information out in Goodreads. Lately, I've been a little bit lazy about that, but I do my Goodreads and, make sure that I'm transposing it everywhere that it needs to be transposed, and then I'll put it on my Instagram stories sometimes, depending on the level of my likeness of the book, or if I think that, if I'm doing a readathon or something like that. So, yeah, it sounds like it's a whole bunch of stuff, but it really isn't. It's only like 2 or 3 seconds. And the last one is, who do you tag? I'm not tagging anybody. If you haven't done this one, I think you should go ahead and do it. All the questions are down in the description box, so you guys can, do this tag. Let me know if, what are some of your things that you do? Answer 1 or 2 of the questions, or do this tag if you have a channel and you're a creator, or you want to move it over to your blog or something like that. Do that. Yeah. Let's discuss. Let's discuss how we finish books here in the community, because it's fun. It's fun. Yes. Okay. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends. There is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. I have my PayPal and my Ko-fi links down there, my affiliate links for Amazon, my Amazon wish list, and I think that's it. Yep, all that's down in the description box. Make sure you're checking the description boxes, because I like to put things down there, like timestamps and the questions for tags usually, so that you guys can join along. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.